Hey everybody, Paul Mack here, and I've got more viewer questions. This one's from a viewer, Peter Cusumano. He says, "Greetings, Paul Mack. I am a longtime fan." Thank you, Peter. I appreciate that very much. "Do you have a favorite brand of overalls?" And then another letter from a viewer named Lorene ID Tiny Toad Plot 744. She says, or asks, "I'm curious about your favorite overalls and why. There are plenty out there and the price range varies greatly." Well, Lorene and Peter, I do wear overalls. I wear Roundhouse overalls. Roundhouse overalls. They are, after trial and experience, they are my favorite pair of overalls. And Roundhouse, the Roundhouse Company, is actually the largest manufacturer of jeans and overalls. And in fact, they are the oldest operating manufacturer in the state of Oklahoma, in Shawnee, Oklahoma, as a matter of fact. Started in 1903, and I'm reading from their website. Roundhouse began when an itinerant tailor wandered into town one day with 4 sewing machines. The mayor put him and his sewing machines to work making bib overalls. Business took off, and so did the tailor, who ran away with his landlord's daughter, never to be heard from again. Other men took over manufacturing operations, and the rest is history. Now, I love overalls. I love wearing them. Both my grandfathers, my dad's daddy, Paul Mack, wore overalls, and then my mama's daddy, Paul Daniel, who was a sharecropper, they both wore overalls. And pretty much in the South, during at least the first part of the 20th century, first half really of the 20th century, overalls were the dress code for most men and boys, and some women. It is the South. I've been wearing overalls pretty consistently for about the last couple of decades, and on and off since I was a little kid. It was almost like Christmas when my mama would buy me a brand new pair of dark overalls. I couldn't wait to try them on, to go out and put a little hammer in the ring on the side of the leg there and walk around like I was, somebody. But it's not just the beauty, the aesthetic quality of wearing overalls. It's also the practicality of overalls. I mean, what's better for a farmer than wearing a tool chest? I mean, you carry all your tools in your overalls, and Roundhouse overalls have a pocket for just about everything. For instance, a lot of people, they buy their first pair of overalls and they look at the top up here and they see the little buttonhole where I've got my lav mic, and they say, what is that buttonhole for? There's no button there. That's weird. Well, that is for the chain on your pocket watch. Back in the day, a lot of men and boys, particularly men, had pocket watches. They didn't wear wrist watches because doing farm work, you're going to bang them around, and wrist watches were for the elite. You're going to bang them around. You're going to damage a wristwatch. So a pocket watch was a little less easy to damage. Of course, not for me. I still bang mine around when I'm carrying stuff or whatever. And so that's why I tend to buy cheap pocket watches, because battery operated, because I know because this one's already broke. I need to buy a new one. I can't even open it right now. But the little button hole right there is for the end of your watch chain. And the neat thing about Roundhouse, I noticed some new overall makers don't have a special pocket for the pocket watch. And right here you can see that seam is not sewed together because it's where you stick your pocket watch. It goes right in there. They have little pockets for pen and pencil here, and there's a divider here, a pocket here for my a little ledger book, my to-do list basically. I got my glasses, other things in here. On the side here, you've got the pocket for my screwdriver, for my pliers, and of course 2 back pockets like normal. Again, it's like wearing your own tool chest, so that you always have what you need right with you. The other characteristics I like about Roundhouse is the quality of the denim. It's thicker denim than most. You can just feel the difference when you feel a pair. It takes them a little longer to wear them out, and boy, I put mine through the paces, and then when I invariably wear a hole in them, they're left hanging on a chair in my wife's sewing room, and she gets the message. She knows what to do with them. Patch them up and get me going again. Also, I prefer, when I buy my overalls, I prefer that it's traditional to have the button fly instead of the zipper fly. I guess zippers weren't real common way back, so Roundhouse still makes, if you want it, they've got a zipper, for you modern folks, but they still carry the line of the traditional button fly overalls, which I prefer. I'm kind of a traditional guy. I got another question here from RG1599, who says, what are the best overalls? Looks like you wear Roundhouse. I can't find them. Well, Roundhouse overalls are available in brick and mortar stores, but they're also available in online stores. And as of 2022, I was reading on the Roundhouse website, as of 2022, you can now order overalls directly from the Roundhouse company, and that is round-house.com. I'm going to have a link in the description below the video, so be sure and look at that when you're through watching the video. If you have a question or comment about overalls, or maybe you'd like to share with us your particular favorite brand of overalls, you can sure do that in the comment section below this video. And if you have any other homestead farm type question you'd like to ask, leave that question in the comments section. I'm Paul Mack, wearing my somewhat faded Roundhouse overalls. I'll talk at you later. Hey, me again. Next to overalls, the most important article of clothing on the farm are your shoes. More specifically, your boots. Way more specifically, rubber boots. I think rubber boots are one of the best inventions that ever happened to the small farm or homestead. And I'm going to be trying out these brand new boots from a company called Hisea. These are steel toe boots, and they're extra tall because I am always walking around in a lot of what. It seems like the cheap boots I always buy invariably get a hole, sometimes just within a couple of months of me buying them. And I'm walking around there, it's wintertime, my socks are wet, it's miserable. So, I'm going to be trying out this new pair of boots from Hisea. Why don't you try out a pair too? You can go to their website, I've got the link below in the description, and you can see all the plethora of work shoes and boots that they have. Steel toe, non-steel toe, short height, tall height, even really cool cowboy boots like this that you can ride your horse or your mule around all day in complete comfort. Wintertime shoes, summertime shoes, insulated, non-insulated. So go to the Hisea website, links below, check them out, pick you out some shoes like I did, and we'll all try them out together. And later, you can say how much you like them in the comment section down below. So, until next time, I gotta go feed the cows. I'll see you later. This is from Subdriver. Paul Mack, how did your tailor get all of those overall strap buckles precisely uneven, and yet the bib appears correctly balanced? My mama always said my shoulders were uneven. Maybe she was right.